Communication and context. These are two of the most neglected areas of penetration testing process, and without them, it's very difficult to provide real business outcomes from a test. Communication between pen testers and clients is often non-existent, limited to initial scoping calls or report follow-up meetings. I've had many discussions with organizations where they wondered if the penetration tests that they engaged even existed, where they were, or if they just received a rebadged vulnerability scan report, which sadly to say actually happens. For a pen tester, communication with the client is critical in understanding business context around what you are testing, and a solid context is required if you want to issue a report that provides actual value where findings, risk ratings, and remediation advice is contextual to the business in question, making it relevant, realistic, and actionable. Take the risk ratings provided in reports as an example. How can you provide an accurate risk rating which is based heavily on potential impact to the business if all you have are a list of IP addresses and no context around what they are or their business value? Basing a risk rating on a score from a vulnerability scan, online database, or even using a CVSS-based metric score doesn't provide a risk rating that necessarily fits with the business. CVSS 4 addresses these shortcomings by implementing environmental metrics that take into account asset criticality and sensitivity. But again, you can't leverage this without asset context, and you're left with the fixed base scores which ignore relevance to the business. Remediation advice and reports is another area impacted by lack of context. Providing generic remediation advice with no context around the asset in question provides no real value and actually hampers an organization's ability to prioritize findings and fix the underlying issues. You need to be providing clear contextual guidance that makes remediation as simple as possible and relevant to the environment in question. And it also needs to ensure risk reduction to a level acceptable to the business, in line with their risk appetite, and without over-engineering a solution that just isn't feasible for the organization. At Morrison, context and communication are cornerstones of our penetration testing process. From the deep dive we take during scoping to understand what we are actually testing, asset context, and your specific compliance requirements, through ongoing communication and engagement with our team throughout the entire test. At the end of testing, we have a readout meeting with our clients to discuss the findings, their context within the business, and potential mitigation strategies. This ensures when we develop the final report is 100% contextual to your business, provides true risk ratings, and provides remediation advice that fits with your business, your risk appetite, your timelines, and your budget. The end result is tangible and actionable risk reduction for your business. If you want to hear more about how we've elevated penetration testing engagements to the next level, just reach out. I'm always open for a chat.